we are doing this webinar this time on request of many members and many new subscribers also who are using the Stealth Indicator and the Stealth Intraday Trading System, but they wanted some more guidance. So I thought doing a webinar today will be helpful, because tomorrow again the markets are expected to be volatile, considering the tweets coming out from both Iraq and US side. हम ऐसा करेंगे कि आज हिंदी में भी बात करेंगे, क्योंकि हमारे कुछ दोस्त हैं जो चाहते हैं कि हिंदी में भी बोले, तो I'll first speak in English and उसके बाद में हिंदी में भी बात करें. So let me show you few of the charts from yesterday. कल के कुछ charts देखते हैं Friday के. So it comes easy, and then we'll again start from the settings. We'll go back and see how to use the system. सिस्टम को कैसे यूज करना हम फिर देखेंगे उसके बाद. तो हम पिछले हैं तो कल रहे. I'll just turn on the indicators as of now. So ignore this, the third indicator, market levels pro. Set the time to 5 minutes. So our system works in 5 minutes, guys. Okay, it's a 5-minute system. Few of the members have already been experimenting with the time frame, which we might be sharing later. तो 15 मिनट कर रहे हैं, सिस्टम्स बन रहे हैं. हम लोगों से कुछ सजेशंस भी मांग रहे थे जो सब्सक्राइब करके बैठे. जनरली we suggest using 5 minutes with this system. So here we will be using Stealth Market Levels Pro indicator as well as Stealth CloudX indicator. So Stealth CloudX indicator, as you know, is also used not just for intraday trading. Intraday trading we just started using for that with this system, but actually it was created for positional trading. Stealth CloudX indicator पोजिशनल ट्रेडिंग के लिए बनाया गया था, लेकिन हमारे काफी सारे मेंबर्स हैं, many members who were using it for intraday also. So but again there were many loopholes with using it directly for intraday, and that is why we have created this system now, which makes trading intraday like a child's play. Basically एक 5 साल का बच्चा, 10 साल का बच्चा भी अगर चार्ट जो देख के सिस्टम समझ सकता है, वो शायद ट्रेडिंग कर पाएगा. Even a 10-year-old can learn how to trade once he understands this very simple system. We call it the simplest intraday trading system, right? And let me give you a brief introduction. मैं अपनी थोड़ी सी introduction आपको दे देता हूँ. My name is Raj Arora. I'm also the founder of Stealth Trading Systems. मेरा नाम राज है, राज अरोरा. मैं Stealth Trading Systems का founder हूँ. Before this, I have been part of many startups. I had started India's first EdTech community for parents. It's called schooladmissions.in. Schooladmissions.in के नाम से एक वेबसाइट है जो हमने स्टार्ट की थी 2008 में, और हमने उसमें थोड़ी VC फंडिंग भी ली थी. And you can search about this online. In fact, my wife's name for that website, we were co-founders, comes in the CBSE class 12 entrepreneurship book also. CBSE की 12वीं क्लास की किताब में वो केस स्टडी भी मेंशन होती है हमारी. Okay. And after that, I had even started India's first venture for teaching coding to kids. So when I was in Silicon Valley, I saw that kids there are being exposed to coding. बाहर जो बच्चे हैं उनको कोडिंग सिखाई जा रही, जबकि इंडिया में सिर्फ हमारे CBSE में या स्कूल में पढ़ाई जाती थी, जो बहुत बोरिंग होता था. तो उसके बाद हमने, when we came back to India, we started an initiative called Kids Love to Code. वो अभी भी चल रहा है, लेकिन उतने बड़े स्केल पे नहीं. आज तक हम कम से कम 10 से 20 हजार बच्चों को बढ़ा चुके हैं. एंड स्टॉक मार्केट हैज ऑलवेज बीन माय पैशन. आई एम फ्रॉम कॉलेज ऑफ बिजनेस स्टडीज, दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी. जब 1992 में स्कैम हुआ था, जिसके आपने कई लोगों ने शायद स्कैम सीरीज देखी होगी. I've seen this series Scam about Harshad Mehta. During that time, I was, I think, in grade 7th or 8th, and I used to sit with a broker in the evening and talk about stocks and even take some small trades. Right. So, and I have seen the ups and downs of the market, and this has always mesmerized me. Market में हमेशा ना एक mesmerizing सा effect होता है हम सब पे. लोग नुकसान भी कर रहे होते हैं, तब भी ट्रेडिंग करते रहते हैं. Even if you are losing, then also keep on continuing trading. We always think we're going to make money. The fact is, 90% of people are still losing money in intraday trading in India. That's SEBI's findings only. SEBI की finding है 90% लोग पैसा लूज कर रहे हैं. तो हम लोग चाह रहे थे, when we started this startup 3 years back, 3 साल हो चुके हैं हमें इस पे काम करते हुए. We started 3 years back a startup called Stealth Trading System. Stealth का मतलब है सीक्रेट. तो ऐसे ट्रेडिंग सिस्टम्स जो एक रिटेल इन्वेस्टर भी यूज कर सके और अभी तक जो आपको कन्वेंशनल ट्रेडिंग आप जो करते हैं, जैसे टीवी में न्यूज पे टेक्निकल एनालिस्ट की बात सुन के, वो हर कोई वैसा कर रहा होता है, लेकिन तब भी पैसा नहीं बन रहा। तो देयर मस्ट बी समथिंग व्हिच एवरीबॉडी इज मिसिंग। कोई ऐसी चीज है जो आपको नहीं पता या जो बताई नहीं जाती। तो आवर टीम वाज ट्राइंग टू क्रिएट सिस्टम व्हिच एनी रिटेल इन्वेस्टर लाइक यू can use and make money in the market. Secondly, save money in the market. Based on that, we have created various systems, including the CloudX indicator, which is very famous amongst its followers. People use it for positional trading, right? And then we decided to create something for the intraday traders. क्योंकि आजकल क्या मार्केट बहुत volatile हो गया है. Market is very volatile, and it is always better to trade in intraday nowadays. And for few days, for it maybe a month or so, I think it will remain like that. And in a way it is good. If you are an intraday trader, ये आपके लिए बहुत अच्छी चीज है, क्योंकि आप रोज पैसा बना सकते हैं। क्योंकि इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग में व्हाट इज नीडेड इज एक्चुअली वोलेटिलिटी। वोलेटिलिटी का मतलब है कि शेयर ऊपर जाए नीचे आए, एक ही जगह पे खड़ा न रहे या धीरे धीरे नहीं चढ़े। स्लो मूविंग स्टॉक इज वेरी फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग। अगर आप ऑप्शन बायर हैं या आप इंट्राडे ट्रेडर हैं, अगर कोई शेयर आईटीसी जैसा शेयर अगर दिन में 1 रुपए 2 रुपए ऊपर चढ़ रहा है, आपको कभी पैसा बना के नहीं देगा, आप हमेशा ब्रोकरेज ही देते रह जाएंगे। एंड इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग में आप रोज रोज ट्रेड देंगे तो ये ब्रोकरेज इज गोइंग, अनलेस यू आर अ वेरी पेशेंट पोजिशनल ट्रेडर हु थिंक्स कि वो स्टॉक में जान है, उसके अंदर पोटेंशियल है, उसके फंडामेंटल्स जो डिजर्व करते हैं प्राइसिंग उसमें नहीं, और आप उसको 2-3 साल होल्ड करने को तैयार है, तब आप पोजिशनल ट्रेड ले सकते हैं, राइट? Positional trading, I was listening to a couple of interviews by Ramdev Agarwal and many other big investors. They say that we find value in a stock, then we hold it for 2-3 years. 3 साल तक हम सोचते नहीं है. So 3 साल आजकल retail investor is very difficult for a retail investor, right? To hold a stock for 3 years. Inflation is rising and expenses are rising. So many people are jumping into the intraday trading, even housewives. And that's why we decided to create the system, which we call the Stealth Intraday Trading System. And let me show you the results of this. थोड़ा सा results देखते हैं. I think all the people who could have joined now. So I'll just do some settings, and then I'll come back to the settings also. We'll just look at some of the results. Sorry, I think I changed the timing to 9:15. Sorry. 9:15 पे इंडियन मार्केट खुलती है, so we have to set the settings to 9:15. And this is how it appears. So ये कुछ trades हैं जो कल थे, and everything if you see has been caught by the system, right? This so this box is a range which is created. इस range के यहाँ बाहर जहाँ भी breakout होता है, whenever there is a breakout on the upside, on the downside, we take a trace based on certain rules which I'm going to talk about now. Okay, so let's just see some of the movers, how they behave. Pidilite. I shared few of these charts in the groups also. मैंने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले ये charts भी share किए थे। ये Pidilite का chart है, HDFC, right? Huge move in, I think, HUL also, Siemens also great move, Dabur. I think entire consumption pack was moving yesterday, right? Then electricity, REC, huge moves. Okay, Federal Bank. Some stocks start moving late. बट हम उन सबको कैच कर सकते हैं इस सिस्टम के थ्रू। और ये सिस्टम हमको कई बार गलत ट्रेड्स या फॉल्स ब्रेकआउट से एंटर करने में भी बचाता है। इट सेव्स अस फ्रॉम एंटरिंग इनटू फॉल्स ब्रेकआउट्स व्हिच जनरली रिटेलर्स एंड अप डूइंग। ओके, सो एज यू सी दीज आर द गेनर्स। लेट्स लुक एट सम ऑफ द लूजर्स यस्टरडे। वर दे कॉट? देयर वर नॉट मच लूजर्स, बट या। सो HDFC Life Insurance, morning में it fell, and then if you see entire day is trading in the range, no trade, right? Wipro, morning it fell and then it recovered, and in the end it gave a breakout, which was also captured by the system. Sun Pharma, yeah, यहाँ पे हमें entry मिली. Then Bajaj Auto we'll also look at. I think we got an entry and maybe we got a stop loss here also. We'll come to that also. Okay, Divi's Lab, big move. MFSL, no entry. Ashok Leyland, yeah, no entry here actually. And let's look at the indices yesterday. This was Nifty. Nifty whole day was in a range, but it had given a entry here. And then later, I think we got around 150 points move. Sorry, not 150. I think entry came around here. Around 80-90 point move in Nifty also yesterday. And then Bank Nifty, this gave a good move. Very good move was caught in Bank Nifty by the system. Sensex, let's look at Sensex. Yeah, here's the Sensex. Sensex was again replicating Nifty. और यहाँ पे भी move आई, लेकिन थोड़ी late आई. But we caught all these moves. So you have to patiently trust the system. The good thing about this system is that we know our stop loss, we know our entry. Targets काफी बड़े हो सकते हैं, बट मिनिमम टारगेट हम मान के चलते हैं 1:1 पे आप कुछ बुक कर सकते हैं, 1:2 पे आप बुक कर सकते हैं, लेट द ट्रेड कंटिन्यू टिल एंड ऑफ द डे, क्योंकि एंड में ही सबसे ज्यादा मूव आता है इफ यू सी. ओके, नाउ लेट मी कम टू द सिस्टम. आई विल जस्ट टर्न एवरीथिंग ऑफ एंड विल एक्सप्लेन हाउ द सिस्टम वर्क्स. ओके, लेट मी सी इफ इज माय वॉइस स्टिल ऑडिबल गाइस. मेरी आवाज ऑडिबल है, आपको स्क्रीन नजर आ रही है? कोई थम्स अप कर दीजिए. ऑलराइट, थैंक यू. Fine. All right. Thank you, Pawanji. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Let me go back to the screen. So, guys, this is how the system works. I hope all of you have a pen and a notebook with you. Kuch rules hai, which I'll tell you. I'll tell you some rules which you need to follow while using this system. And if you follow them diligently, right, you will, I think 90% of the time, what we have seen, you will not make losses. And I think more than 50% of the time you will make a good amount of profit. So let's see. I'm giving a very conservative estimate क्योंकि मैं बहुत ज्यादा उम्मीदें नहीं जगाना चाहता आप सबकी. But what we have seen, the system is working beautifully. When it gives a breakout, and if you can patiently hold that stock for the maximum returns, we have even seen 15 to 16 time returns. Right? अभी हम लोग कुछ चार्ट पोस्ट कर रहे थे, हमने 15-16 गुना रिटर्न्स भी देखे हुए. So let's see how the system works. Okay. Let me just put the chart of maybe Bank Nifty. That might be the best. Okay, the most volatile kind of instrument currently. We'll also look at commodity charts. आप में से कुछ लोग commodity में trading करते हैं. Commodity में this system is working amazingly well. Settings for commodity trading are bit different than equity trading. Equity trading से commodity trading की setting से थोड़ी सी change करनी पड़ती है हमें. बिल्कुल थोड़ी सी settings change होती हैं. And अगर आप US market में trade करते हैं, so even for the American stocks, the US stocks, Nvidia, Apple, Meta, Facebook, Tesla, this system is working amazingly well. Okay, 1:2, 1:3, 1:5 returns बड़े आराम से catch किए जा सकते हैं. I'll show you everything and let's start. It's almost 8 o'clock, so let's try to be over by 9 o'clock. Let's start with this. I'll first come to the system, how this works. So basically, Stealth Intraday Trading System is a combination of two indicators. ये दो इंडिकेटर को मिला के सिस्टम बनाया गया है जिसको हम बोलते हैं Stealth Intraday Trading System. हमारा जो पहला इंडिकेटर है, इसमें है हमारा Stealth Market Levels Pro. So this indicator, जैसे ही आपने सब्सक्राइब करेंगे आपको ये मिल जाएगा और आप इसको यूज कर सकते हैं. हम ट्रेडिंग व्यू में यूज करते हैं इन इंडिकेटर्स को. सो आपके पास ट्रेडिंग व्यू का सब्सक्रिप्शन, फ्री सब्सक्रिप्शन कम से कम होना जरूरी है. ट्रेडिंग व्यू पे अगर आपने अभी तक अकाउंट नहीं बनाया, इफ यू डोंट हैव अकाउंट ऑन ट्रेडिंग व्यू, डोंट वरी, यू कैन ओपन इट लेटर, राइट? एंड वील गाइड यू इफ इन केस यू हैव एनी डाउट्स और कंफ्यूजन, वील गाइड यू, डोंट वरी. ओके, सो ट्रेडिंग व्यू इज अ चार्टिंग प्लेटफॉर्म, वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड. इस पे सारे चार्ट्स हैं दुनिया भर की मार्केट्स. यू कैन ट्रैक इंडियन मार्केट्स, इंटरनेशनल मार्केट्स, एवरीबडी, commodities. I'll just show one commodity charts also, just a second. Okay, this is the international stocks, Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, उन सबके charts हैं ये. Okay, and generally you see charts like this, right? ऐसे नजर आते हैं charts, normal candles. This is crude oil. See, had a 12% fall yesterday, and हो सकता है कल ये this might give a rise and try to fill the gap till 8,000 or something. Again, because there is a negative news going on. So that's why we have been telling in the intraday group, in the groups, that just do intraday trading and don't go for positional overnight positions, because any tweet can come from Mr. Trump or from Iran side, and that can spoil the market sentiment for you. Okay, so we'll come to this, but let's go back to the Indian stocks first. Let's open Bank Nifty or Bank Nifty. So guys, when you see the rule number 1, let's start writing the rules first. Rule number 1 is you have to not use this normal candles. These are normal candlesticks. Candlesticks, so I think सबको पता होगा, right? I hope nobody has problem understanding candlesticks, right? Okay. किसी को अगर कैंडलस्टिक्स के बारे में नहीं पता तो ऐसा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, वी कैन डू अ सेशन लेटर ऑन, बट I hope everybody knows about candlesticks. But what we are going to do is, you see this option next to that, these candlesticks are exactly parallel, vertical candle है, inside bar की तरह लग रहा है, ये सिंबल बना हुआ है कैंडल्स। इसके साथ एक और कैंडलस्टिक नजर आए जिनको हम बोलते हैं हेकेन-एशी कैंडल्स। आवर सिस्टम यूजेस हेकेन-एशी कैंडल्स। तो अगर आपके पास ट्रेडिंग व्यू का अकाउंट है, इफ यू हैव अ ट्रेडिंग व्यू अकाउंट, देन आई सजेस्ट फर्स्ट थिंग इज यू हैव टू मूव योर कैंडल्स टू हेकेन-एशी लाइक दिस। सो ये चार्ट आप देखेंगे थोड़ा स्मूथ हो गया, गैप्स नजर नहीं आएंगे। दैट्स द ब्यूटी ऑफ हेकेन-एशी, इट मेक्स इट वेरी इजी टू रिकॉग्नाइज अ ट्रेंड। ये नजर आ रहा है मार्केट गिर रही है, अगर मैं जैसे यहाँ पे ट्रेंड चेंज कर दूंगा बड़ा अजीब सा लगेगा आपको, गिर रही है, देन देयर ग्रीन कैंडल्स, देन अगेन रेड ग्रीन रेड ग्रीन रेड ग्रीन, मेक्स वेरी कंफ्यूजिंग फॉर अ नॉर्मल ट्रेडर कि व्हाट्स हैपनिंग, green candle means bullish. No, it doesn't mean bullish. It is still lower than the previous red candle, na? So we converted to Heikin-Ashi and suddenly these charts become very smooth. How Heikin-Ashi works, what's the rule, is not that relevant. आपको अगर ऐसा चाहिए तो we can create a video for that and share with you later. Okay, so what we need to convert it to Heikin-Ashi. Then what you will need to do, set the time frame to 5 minutes. आपको 5 मिनट पे काम करना है, 5 minutes पे. You have to work on 5 minutes charts. So you have to set the time frame to not 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, just to 5 minutes for intraday. If you're doing positional trades, right, suppose then you can actually work with even daily charts. I'll show you how daily works. These are daily charts. And somebody was asking me, Stealth CloudX, how it works. So this is the CloudX indicator. Mr. Patil, I think, Yogesh Patil, you were asking, right, when we were chatting, right? So if you see Bank Nifty, this is when super buy started coming in September, right? And we caught the entire move from 55,000 to 61,000. And then we got a super sell some time back, right? And from 58,000, Bank Nifty fell to 49,000, right? Let me remove the drawings. Okay. And then we have just now got a super buy, but again, so there are rules of entry which have not been confirmed till now. We have got a super buy on the daily charts in Bank Nifty. So I'll just give you an example, right? How we work on positional trades also. We put a line at the top of that candle which has given super buy, and then I go to a time frame which is at least 5 times lower. So because a day is of 6 hours, in Indian trading 9:15 to 3:30, 6 hours 15 minutes. So generally you can use 75 minutes or a 1 hour chart after this, after marking this. And then I need a confirmation candle. Any Heikin-Ashi candle now closing above the high of this candle might trigger the entry. So abhi tak confirmation nahi aaya. This was just a signal candle that we have got a super buy on daily. But I will not enter till I get a hourly chart breakout on this line. So we'll come to this, but this was a gist how to enter, right? Similarly, these are the hourly entries. Hourly chart pe entry aayi. See Bank Nifty की early entry 52,000 से 56,000, right? Let me go back to 5 minutes now. Let's talk about intraday only as of now. Any queries, guys, you have, you can keep on posting. आपकी कोई query हो आप post कर सकते हैं chat के अंदर, Q&A section दिया हुआ है, and I'll come to them later in the session, right? आपके दिमाग में कोई भी query आया अभी, जैसे if I'm telling something, you have any queries, you can keep on asking that. So let's go back. So what we need is 2 indicators. First indicator is the Stealth Market Levels Pro. I'll just turn this on. जैसे हम इस indicator को on करेंगे, it will create a box here. So what settings we need to do in this indicator? I'll show you that. So I'm just going to the settings, and I'll go to the defaults, reset settings. Okay, I'll just use. So this is how the indicator will show initially. I'll just remove this line. Sorry. Yeah. So ये कल का चार्ट है 17th, and this is for 16th of April. One day market fell and next day market rose. And how we caught the intraday movement in Bank Nifty also, I'll show you in this example. Okay. So once we put this indicator, जैसे हम indicator अपने chart पे लाएंगे, these boxes will start appearing. So what is this box? This box is very simple. What it does is, if I'll show you here. So ये बॉक्स बनता है सेशन के स्टार्ट में, किसी भी सेशन के. इंडिया में ट्रेडिंग स्टार्ट्स एट 9:15. So what we need to do is we need to set the timing here 9 and session start minute to 15. 9:15 we'll set here if you are trading in stocks. अगर आप स्टॉक मार्केट में कर रहे हैं, इंडियन स्टॉक्स में, निफ्टी में, बैंक निफ्टी और शेयर्स में, तो आप ये सेटिंग यूज करेंगे 9:15. And opening range length will use 10 minutes. You can experiment with more ranges. Some of our members are experimenting with 30 minutes and 60 minutes also, or 15 minutes. But what our system has been created, पिछले 3 साल के डेटा को यूज करके what we have created, right? That shows us even 10 minute is a great indication of the initial range of the market. मार्केट की जो शुरू की ट्रेडिंग होती है 10 मिनट की, जिसमें जिन्होंने बेचना है वो बेचते हैं, जिन्होंने खरीदना है खरीदते हैं. People who want to buy will buy, and people who want to sell are selling, and then the balance happens. Then there is an equilibrium after 10 minutes, and then the market decides which way to go. So simple rule is, if market stays inside this range, there is no trade. अगर मार्केट रेंज में ही रहती है, उस दिन ट्रेडिंग नहीं करनी है, क्योंकि ना बायर्स वाली पोजीशन को ब्रेक कर रही है ना सेलर्स वाली को. सो इट्स नॉट ब्रेकिंग द रेजिस्टेंस. फर्स्ट 10 मिनट का जो रेजिस्टेंस बनाया गया टॉप था और फर्स्ट 10 मिनट का बॉटम, ये दोनों ब्रेक नहीं हो रहे. नॉर्मल कैंडलस्टिक्स करता हूं तो आपको क्लियर नजर आएगा. देखिए ये ऐसे, एंड इफ आई टर्न दिस ऑफ, दिस इज द हाई एंड लो. आप खुद मार्क करेंगे बिना इंडिकेटर के, तो आपको रोज ऐसे करना पड़ेगा. ये देखिए हाई एंड लो, first 10 minutes, first and second candle. I have to mark this high and low. So system does that automatically, right? As we turn it on, it creates a box. And what it does is, it marks the first 10 minutes. पहली 2 कैंडल जो है वो ब्लू कलर में आएंगी, और उसके बाद the box comes to a white color. So I turn this on. So this is the blue color zone. इस blue color zone में, when the market is in the blue color zone, you don't have to trade. आपने कोई trade नहीं लेना. You have to let this zone form. There are so many stocks in the market. मार्केट में बहुत सारे स्टॉक्स हैं. किसी भी एक शेयर के पीछे भागने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, चाहे वो 10% भी हाई क्यों ना खुले, और आपको टीवी में बोला जाए 10% चढ़ गया आप खरीद लीजिए. नहीं, इट कैन फॉल आल्सो गाइस. सो डोंट जंप इनटू एनी स्टॉक्स. आपको 10 मिनट वेट करना है, टू वेट फॉर 10 मिनट्स, एंड दिस स्ट्रेटजी विल गिव यू दैट टाइम, एंड इट विल टीच यू द पेशेंस टू इन्वेस्ट. एंड वंस यू कैन इन्वेस्ट पेशेंटली, राइट, यू विल मेक मनी इन द मार्केट्स. पेशेंस इज वन थिंग व्हिच इज, इवन मेरे में भी नहीं थी. मैं जब पहले ट्रेड करता था, पेशेंस was not there. Whenever you were making profits, you will be in a panic to book also. And whenever you are making losses, you will think, oh, market abhi shayad chad jaye, it might come back, and you end up making more losses. So system based trading, if you follow, you know, इस system में आपको पहले से ही पता होगा कि आपका loss कितना हो सकता है maximum, and you will not be having that much stress in your mind, right? And we suggest, हम लोग खुद बोलते हैं कि system में first time when you do in cash stocks and do a risk of just 200 rupees a trade or 100 rupees a trade, जो भी आपको लगता है मिनिमम आप कर सकते हैं, उससे ट्रेड कीजिए. If you can trade with minimum 1000, it's your choice, depending on your capital and the amount of money you're willing to risk. For at least for a week, do this, and once you get the confidence, then move to a higher valuation, right? या option trading करनी है, उसके लिए अलग सिस्टम है, तब आपको उसमें बाद में कर सकते हैं. So how this chart is looking now is looking very zigzag, like red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Then market went out, then came back, then went out. Let me convert it to Heiken-Ashi. Now, guys, that's the rule. Rule 1 is we'll only use Heiken-Ashi candles. Okay. Secondly, time frame 5 minutes. Heiken-Ashi, आप steps लिखते जाइए. Step 1 is Heiken-Ashi candles. Step 2, 5-minute time frame. Step 3, turn the Stealth Market Levels Pro indicator on. Right. And follow these settings. I'll share the screenshot of these settings का screenshot भी मैं group में share कर दूंगा. I'll share the screenshot in the webinar group which we have created today. Okay, so I'll share there. And opening range has to be 10 minutes. And this setting, show last end days, means कि कितने पिछले दिन तक आप चाहते हो ये box बनता रहे. ये देखिए कितने trading days पिछले हैं बैंक निफ्टी के. And you see this box works so beautifully. अभी सिर्फ पिछले 10 दिन बोला है, तो 10 days it is counting calendar days. Okay, I want more days for back testing, so I'll just go here. I think do up to 100 days. If I set 100, it will create boxes for the previous 100 days. You see some amazing trades. Bank Nifty, if you just see like this only, you'll be amazed what has happened. If you just follow this system, I think huge returns have been made by people who have been following this system. Huge, right? It will be wrong to say if these are not big returns. Some days it has been subdued. And if I show you these charts also, there were no entries. The system protected you from entering. Okay. So this entire up move is being captured here. Then this huge down move, up move, this big down move this day. I think this day it might have given 1:20 returns. Right. So what you need to do is you have to turn this indicator on, set these settings, and I'll explain more settings are there at the bottom. I'll show that also. I'll remove these lines. They're creating a lot of confusion. Okay, just where's the delete key? Yeah. So we'll just look at last 2 days chart as of now to make it easy for you. Okay. So what we'll do is I'll turn this box on and I'll go to the Stealth Market Level Pro indicator. And apart from that, so this is the show opening box range. This you have to always keep ticked. I'll just make it 10 days so that memory is not taken much. Okay, so you have to keep this ticked. If you untick it, this blue box will go away. So हमें हमेशा blue box चाहिए, so we'll keep it ticked. You can change the color of the box as per your choice. If you are having a white background, you don't want this color, or the ये second box है white ही है. If you want, you can convert it to say black color. Box को black कर सकते हैं, देखिए. Box का shade आप चाहते हो black हो, वो भी black कर सकते हैं. Black color का हो गया. लेकिन my background is black, so it's not visible, right? So I'll again take it back to white or gray, whatever I want, and a border to white. Okay. So what will happen here is this will show this box, and then you have to come down. Show previous day range. This is another advanced version of this trading system. आप और सेफ ट्रेड चाहते हैं तो आप इसको भी टर्न ऑन कर सकते हैं. पिछले दिन की रेंज पेंट कर देता है. यहाँ पे ये पिंक बॉक्स आ जाएगा. To show the yesterday's range, and you only trade when the actually market is outside the range. But this system doesn't require that. So as of now, you can turn this off. Then there are 3 options at the bottom, right? Show OR level stable. This will make your job very easily. आपके लिए इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग बहुत आसान कर देगा ये. Turn this on. What this does is it gives you all these values. Opening range high. ये जो white box, the box है, the range, इसकी क्या value थी इस white box की high की, which is 56209.3. So exactly it will show here, which is very important for us. And the lowest price for the first 10 minutes, ये वो भी show करेगा. जो आपने range select करेंगे first 10 minutes की, this will show the high and the low. And this is the mid range, which is the midpoint. So how do we see the mid range? You can turn this also on. Let's go. Some people use the mid range to trade, so this will help them also. So click this, show opening range midline. यहाँ बीच में एक देखिए middle line बन गई. This generally tells you the bias of the market that day. शुरू में बैलेंस हुआ, फर्स्ट 10 मिनट्स ट्रेड हुआ, फिर 50% लाइन के ऊपर है या नीचे है, उससे भी हमें एक आइडिया लग जाता है मार्केट माइट बी हैविंग अ बुलिश बायस और अ बेयरिश बायस टुडे. सो यहाँ पे बुलिश बायस नजर आ रहा है. देखिए मार्केट इसके ऊपर ट्रेड करना शुरू कर. इवन दो इट्स इन द बॉक्स, देन वी आर लुकिंग एट एक्चुअली सम काइंड ऑफ ब्रेकआउट ऑन द अपर साइड. ओके, देन what we have created here is called OR expansion levels. इस बॉक्स को जैसे हम टिक ऑन करेंगे, you'll see these lines getting created. These green lines, 2 green lines at the top and 2 red lines at the bottom. So these are called expansion levels. And I'll show you guys, this works so beautifully. मतलब you will not believe how 10 minutes, first 10 minutes in Indian market behaves. आप ये देख रहे हैं, कल का चार्ट है. This is yesterday's Bank Nifty chart. Where did the Bank Nifty stop? At the second red line. ये red line कैसे बनती है? This is nothing. It's very simple. यहाँ पे ये जो बॉक्स का साइज है, ये इसकी जो हाइट है, इसी के नीचे एक लेवल, इतने ही दूरी पे एक लाइन बना दी जाती है, which is the first support. That this is the second support. अभी हमने 2 लेवल दिए और अब हम, because of volatility in the market, we are adding 3 more levels, which you will be able to add to your charts. Okay, but these are calculated exactly based on the gap. The first 10 minutes का जो gap है, हाई और लो में जो डिफरेंस होता है, ये उतनी दूरी पे, at the same distance, you will have a red line and another red line. And similarly, on the upper side, you will have one green line and the second green line. So these can also be used as dynamic targets. आप इनको टारगेट की तरह भी यूज कर सकते हो. देखिए आप, yesterday Bank Nifty closed exactly here. मार्केट जब यहाँ पे आएगी, आइडियली आप देखेंगे कई बारी वहां पे पॉज लेगी, जब आ जाएगी तो, राइट. सो दीज यू सी हियर, मार्केट वेंट हियर, ग्रीन लाइन के आसपास एक बार फिर मार्केट थोड़ी देर fight happened and then again proceeded again to the second line, right? So जिस दिन breakout होगा शायद first line का second line भी आ जाएगी, right? If you go back, you will see this. Oh, sorry, I moved the timeline. Let's see 20 days. So यहाँ पे आप कहीं भी देखिए, see here, market went to the first line, right? Here again, market went to the first line. First line resistance coming down, again goes up this level, it's going towards high, another high. Okay, यहाँ पे first line touch नहीं हुई, ऊपर गया, second line भी touch नहीं हुई. Again here, first line exactly taking resistance, guys. So beautifully this system is working. Okay, I'm just removing this RSI from the bottom. Okay, if somebody wants access to this RSI also, we basically what we had done, this is called Raj's RSI, and I wanted some more things in my RSI if you use RSI for trading. So we had created a customized RSI indicator. If anybody wants, this is free to use. We can enable that for you. You can always drop me a message with your trading view ID. RSI indicator हम आपके लिए on कर देंगे. RSI थोड़ा better और तरीके से अगर आप देखना चाहते हैं. Okay, but coming back to it, stealth level, Pavanji, sorry, Jayaji, it doesn't work on daily and weekly charts, right? But you can experiment. But this has been created for intraday. We are working on a version which will use daily and weekly charts, monthly, range breakouts, what we are looking at, right? But ideally, as of now, we are looking at intraday. So today's session is about intraday, Jayaji, but definitely this will work on daily and weekly also. Okay. But हमने उसको भी system के अंदर frame नहीं किया. So what I'll suggest is, if you want to look at that, if you want to test with the positional settings, आप खुद जाके एक बारी monthly range high and low set करके उसके बाद you can start using weekly charts. Okay, you can start creating a weekly range high and low and start working on daily charts and see how the market works based on the same rules which we are going to follow for intraday trading. Okay, I'll go back to the chart. So now what happens is, guys, I'll go back to yesterday's and day before yesterday's charts. Okay, so ये दो trade हम देखेंगे बैंक निफ्टी में कैसे हुए. But I hope you understood these range lines, right? So ये last settings भी जैसे आप टिक कर देंगे, OR levels table, OR expansion levels. These are the expansion levels. First expansion level will be your first target as well as your first resistance support point if the market is falling. And if this breaks, market can reach here. Okay, similarly here, you will see some battle happening at this resistance, then this is the second resistance. So these can be used as targets also. And if they're broken, then same way, the next target will be similar distance. It's somewhat like pivot point, but not exactly the pivot point. Okay, a simple first 10 minutes की range है, बहुत simple है. Okay, all right. So these are the settings for this indicator. And now coming to our second indicator, which is called Stealth Cloud X, right? I'll turn this indicator off and show you how this looks when we turn this on for the first time, right? Because this was created for positional trading. So I'll just do reset settings and turn this on and see how it appears initially. It's very confusing. Chote time frame pe on 5 minutes will look very confusing to you. And let's not go into much details what exit B and exit S and all these mean. So for our system, intraday trading, these are not that relevant because we are using the other indicator along with the super buy and super sell signals only, right? But if you are doing positional tradings, then this might be very helpful. These are early indications that trending is about to change, right? So we have a separate recording on this. If somebody wants access to this, we can look at it. First 15, Nandkishore ji, you can use 15-minute candle if you want to be extra safe. But generally, we've seen 10-minute candle working the best. The first 10 minutes, not the 10-minute candle, but yeah, the first 10 minutes range, basically, as you can say. Okay? But you can try, you can experiment, but use the same system what I'm telling you. Okay? So let me go back to 5 minutes. And what we need to do now, agar aapke paas ye indicator hai, all these settings will come enabled, right? What you need to do now, you need to go here and just disable everything but for these two settings. You have to disable exit signals, disable them. You have to disable the buy alert signal, sell alert signal. These are alerts. These buy sell which were coming were alerts. These were just alert. कि alert करता है आपको before a move is about to happen, and we take entry only after that alert is confirmed by a super buy or super sell. अगर super buy super sell नहीं आता, we never take an entry just by a buy or sell alert signal. This just lets you know in advance. आपको advance में बता देता है maybe the market is going to move up or maybe the market is going to move down. That's an alert. Okay, so we will disable these. अगर you're doing it for intraday, disable these settings, and only these 3 settings will be enabled. Show VWAP. Okay, this VWAP is this line, this white and orange line. Okay, this is the volume weighted average price, right? So if the VWAP is falling, right, generally the market is falling, right? If it's falling, it will be in this color. If it is rising, it will be in white color. So just look at it in a way that this is your first trend indicator that the market is for, or that stock is either bullish or bearish for that day. If VWAP is falling, yellow lines, it has a negative bias, and white lines is a positive bias. Second thing you're going to see is the current trend. So this current trend, you have to turn it on. This is a very important line because this will save you from many false entries. So again, this trend line, you will find this coming in 2 colors. If it is in this purple color or violet color, right, this means it's in a downtrend. It's falling. So we will not look for bullish opportunities. If it is white, then only we will look for bullish opportunities. So this is the second trend line. So in the intraday system, we are presently looking at just the VWAP and the current trend line. Some people are also using base trend because आपको और safe कर रहे हैं. You can turn the base trend on because sometimes when you get an entry or exit and your base trend line is very near, that also acts as a support or resistance. अगर वो line बहुत पास है आपके प्राइस के, ठीक है, उस अगर आप बाई एंट्री ले रहे हैं और वहीं पे आपको नजर आ रहा है ये बेस ट्रेंड लाइन आ रही है, राइट, अभी तो ये नीचे है यहाँ पे, then you can avoid taking that trade. But generally, as of now, we are not facing any challenges. Okay. Third is these confirmation candles. This is the super buy and super sell signals. Okay. If I turn everything off, our Stealth CloudX indicator shows you a cloud, which is very important, guys. Some people are just trading based on the cloud also. But I will not suggest that for intraday trading because this sometimes can be very difficult to trade, and it's only for professional traders. Okay, because you will not, then you need to use another patterns in the market, support resistances, other things also you have to look at. So, but this cloud tells you if it is a green cloud, this means we are in a bullish zone. If it is a red cloud, we are in a bearish zone. अगर green color का cloud है, हम bullish हैं. Red color का cloud है, we are bearish. और जब ये व्हाइट कलर का क्लाउड है, ये न्यूट्रल है, इस टाइम पे ट्रेड करना ही नहीं है उस शेयर में, बिकॉज इट कैन आइदर गो अप और डाउन, कहीं भी ब्रेकआउट आ सकता है. इस जोन में हमें ट्रेड नहीं लेना आइडली. ओके, आप इसके क्लाउड का भी आप कलर्स चेंज कर सकते हैं, आपकी चॉइस है. इफ यू वांट, जैसे क्लाउड के कलर्स, यू कैन गो टू स्टाइल ऑप्शन हियर एंड यू कैन जस्ट चेंज द क्लाउड कलर. सपोज यू वांट अ ब्लू कलर क्लाउड, ये ब्लू कर दिया, ठीक है, ब्लू अच्छा लग रहा है देखने में. And you want the bottom height to be say orange. आप जैसे चाहे कर सकते हैं. इसकी आप opacity यानी कि इसकी ट्रांसपेरेंसी को बढ़ा या कम कर सकते हैं ज्यादा आसानी से दिखने के लिए. मैंने बढ़ा दिया, चलिए, और ये ब्लू को भी बढ़ा दिया, ठीक है. तो ये क्लाउड नजर आ गया. वापस अपना नॉर्मल सेटिंग्स पे ही जाते हैं क्योंकि कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे नहीं तो आप. रेड और ग्रीन. ओके, सो रेड और ग्रीन, इसको डार्क ग्रीन कर दिया. ये वाला था, ये वाला था, श्योर. विल यूज दिस कूल टू आइस, ठीक है. सो ये क्लाउड के अगेंस्ट आपने ट्रेड नहीं लेना जब तक आपके हाइकेनेशी कैंडल, चाहे वो रेड हो या ग्रीन हो, इस क्लाउड के नीचे नहीं जाती है. ग्रीन वाले क्लोज नहीं हो जाती, ठीक है, और उसके नीचे प्राइस ब्रेकआउट नहीं होता. आपने बेरिश नहीं सोचना, ये आपके लिए पूरे दिन बुलिश ही है. ये देखिए, इफ आई शो यू गोइंग बैक, द क्लाउड ऑल्सो वर्क्स लाइक अ चार्म. कितनी बार देखिए मार्केट नीचे आई, यहीं पे सपोर्ट मिल रहा है क्लाउड में, ठीक है. न्यूट्रल जोन में ऊपर भी है, नीचे भी है. मेरे को नहीं पता क्या होगा उसके बाद. आई डोंट नो व्हाट विल हैपन. दिस इज अ ओके, दिस डे इट वाज अ रेड जोन, सो नो बुलिश एंट्री. अगेन here it's a white zone. So सिर्फ cloud के basis पे entry नहीं लेनी. Sometimes it works beautifully, but not every time. It might go flat also in between. But this shows you the trend. अच्छा, अब इसी अगर cloud को आपको देखना मुश्किल हो रहा है, if you're finding it difficult, then you can do one more setting. You can simply go to the CloudX indicator and turn the background trend color on. So wherever the color is supposed to be red, the entire background will become in this shade. जहां पे न्यूट्रल है पीछे ये ब्लैक ही रहेगा, कोई कलर चेंज नहीं हो रहा. और जहां पे हमारा ग्रीन क्लाउड है हमने इसको भी ब्लू किया हुआ है, बैकग्राउंड पूरा ब्लू हो जाएगा. तो इससे पता चल जाएगा आपको कि बुलिश जोन स्टार्ट हो गया, न्यूट्रल जोन है या बेरिश जोन है. यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. ऑलराइट, एनी कंफ्यूजन टिल नाउ? Okay, right, let's proceed now. Let's look at the trade system. Okay, now I'll just turn everything on. VWAP, current trend or confirmation candle. You can change the name of the confirmation candle. हमने super buy and super sell किया हुआ है. We call it super buy, super sell. But if you want, you can call it anything. You can call it the best buy, best sell, whatever. You can just type here and it will change. Best buy, right? So if you see, it becomes best buy. So you can change these settings, but because we call it super buy and super sell, so we go it back. Okay, so only these settings are needed, right? I'll share the settings screenshot for both the CloudX indicator and the Levels Pro indicator in the group which we have created for the webinar today. Okay. And okay, somebody actually sent me a message on WhatsApp saying, what is this indicator? So this is another magic lamp indicator. Isko intraday trading where actually use kiya tha, but it's very difficult to understand for everybody. There's a entire separate webinar on this, right? So, but if you want, we will take a webinar on this also later. But this is not part of this Stealth Intraday system. It can be used, but intentionally we have not kept it like that because for some initial retail trader who are trading for the first time, they might find it a bit complicated, though it works beautifully. Okay, अब देखिए जैसे ही we've turned all these things on, you'll see this, these values have started coming. So 1R is the first resistance, this R point. This is literally your resistance 56, 576 point. अगर आप profit book करना चाहते हैं, mainly I'm just saying, say Nifty Bank में कल अगर आपने entry ली होती and you wanted to know कि कहां पे जाके उसको resistance मिल सकता है, where will you find a resistance, and you want to book some profits there, maybe half the profit something, you could actually put this value, first 1 hour, the first green line 56576.9. आप शुरू में सिस्टम में डाल के आप exit लगा के छोड़ सकते हैं कि when this target is there, oh give me 50% exit or whatever, and then when the second target hits, give me 50% more exit or something like that. Same here, नीचे fall के लिए, if market is falling, you took an entry here, you could have booked something here. Yesterday, like somebody could have booked here, then part here. It depends, like how you want to trade. Okay, so all these values are showing here. Now let's come to the system. So guys, all these indicators are clear. Any doubt regarding the indicator? Now I'll go to the steps. Okay, just give me a thumbs up if you understood everything. Ramji, any query? Right? Any query you can just type in the Q&A section. आप Q&A section में type कर सकते हैं. Okay. चलिए. Now let's come to the steps of the intraday trading system which you have been waiting for. So first step था Heiken-Nishi candle. Second step 5 minute. Third step turn stealth market levels pro indicator on. Fourth step CloudX indicator on. ये 4 step हो गए. Now fifth step आपको क्या करना है? Every day when the market opens, what you need to do is you have to wait for first 10 minutes. But suppose you want to trade in Bank Nifty. मान लीजिए आप Nifty के trader हैं या Bank Nifty के trader हैं, and you want to see if there is a buy or sell coming. What you need to do is you have to look and find out what was the previous signal. पिछला signal कौन सा था? I'll show you now. Let me do some replay. 2 दिन पहले का करते हैं. यहाँ से start करते हैं. 2 days back. Okay. So here. So imagine आज 16 तारीख की सुबह है. It's 16th morning. And this is, market is about to open. It's almost 9:15. Market is opening. Let's see what happened. First candle is formed. ये पहली candle बनी. Right? First 5 minutes. The blue box has started forming. मैं इसको normal उस पे दिखाता हूँ so that you can understand. So this is the, yeah. अब मैं इससे पहले वाले, I think I'll turn the previous box off. Just keep the 2 days thing on. Okay, so पिछला box it will just show you today's, sorry, not 2 days, 3 days. almost 3 days have passed, 4 days. Yeah, 4 days ago. So let's see from 16th only. So 16 तारीख की morning, you come to the system and you're waiting. You're seeing whatever is happening in the market. आपको कोई टेंशन नहीं लेनी. You are not supposed to be stressed if you're not carrying any on overnight positions. अगर आपने रात को कोई positions नहीं ली है, तो आपको कोई टेंशन नहीं करनी है सिस्टम के साथ. आपको just have to wait for 10 minutes. So this is the first 5 minutes. This range is formed. Then next 5 minutes, another range is formed. High low बन गया हमारा, देखिए. Right? This is the high and this is the low. अभी यहाँ पे राइट पे बॉक्स भी आ जाता, बट अभी शायद नजर नहीं आएगा, रिप्ले में नजर नहीं आता. राइट, लाइव मार्केट में आपको बॉक्स नजर आएगा. राइट, सो नाउ व्हाट वी नीड टू डू इज वी हैव टू सी, हैव टू टर्न इट टू बैक टू Heiken-Ashi. So guys, I have to see what was my last super signal. So can anybody tell me which was the last super sell signal here? 16th morning, which was the last super sell signal? I'm not talking about the cloud color or anything. Signal, what was the last super sell signal? Super buy, super sell signal? Okay. Yeah, Jayaji, that's a good suggestion. I'll just, yeah. Now the chart is looking better, right? So, Jayaji, can you tell me what was the last signal? Pichla signal kaun sa tha? Super sell, super buy. Very simple, guys. So if I go back, last signal is super sell, right? We got the super sell signal. It doesn't matter how long ago it came, but there is no buy signal after that. So this means till now, I am still having a bearish bias. Market abhi dekhiye, what happened in the market? Market actually rose, right? Market opened up by 400 points, more than 400 points. It closed on 15th of April around 56,259. And today it opened at 56,798. Okay, almost 500 points up. But I am not going to jump in. Generally, what will happen, let me tell you, as a retail trader, kya hota hai? As soon as you turn the market on at 9:15, Gift Nifty is up, this is up, that is up. Okay, you think, oh, it's going to bullish market today. I'm going to jump and buy. And as soon as you buy, market starts coming down. And you're now waiting for the positions to at least come to the cost price, which they might not even come the entire day, right? Because it is possible there is a lot of profit booking which happened at the top, or this was just a trap. Okay, so how do we know what to do now? I'll just see which is my last signal. So this is my step number 5, right? Rule number 5. See what is the previous signal. Super sell. Now I'll just wait and see where the candles break now. So this is the box. Now I want a break above or below. Inside, we are not going to trade. There is a system for inside trading also. That's part of our advanced program. We can come and talk about that also later. But to make intraday trading simple for you, initially up for at least for 1 week, just use this system. Okay, now let's see. Market is, this is what's happening in the market. Bank Nifty, okay, started moving. Okay. Market opened here, 56,835. And within next 15 minutes, it was back to 56,501. Okay. 56,500. 300 point fall in the 15-20 minutes. If you had taken an entry earlier, based on any TV expert, you would have been regretting. Okay. So, हमें क्या करना है? We now have to look for a breakout, either above or below. Right? Till the time the box is broken, I'm not even going to think of trade, and you will get time to trade. That's what I'm saying. So 5-minute candles and Heiken-Ashi only. So did this candle break below, guys? Yes or no? So we got a red candle. Previous red candle also closed below. It should close below. The body should close below this price. Previous candle closed below the box. This candle also closed below the box. But now we need to see when a candle breaks the box, right? Super sell signal was there. This means we are still in the sell signal. But now we need to check 2 more things. One, what is the color of the cloud? The color of the cloud, guys, is still green. The cloud color should also be red for a bearish entry. So cloud color is still green. This means this might take a support here and again bounce back. So we'll wait till the time cloud color changes. See, it took a support. Next candle only, it just jumped back around 100 points, I think. Yeah, 56,446 to 589, 140 point jump. Normal candles pe bhi, if you want to see, this is what happened. It broke outside the range, right? This is beauty of Heiken-Ashi. I just got a range breakout here only, not these candles. See, I changed to Heiken-Ashi. This tells me the true picture. That's why we use Heiken-Ashi in our system. None of these are showing closing below. Okay, only this candle is showing me closing below. Generally, in the market, when you follow open range breakout, people follow normal candles, and what they will do, they will take an entry below this. यहीं पे entry ले लेंगे लोग. अब 25-30 पॉइंट की मूव होगी, then market suddenly moves up and they are like, what to do, right? I need multiple confirmations. This system allows me to patiently wait for a proper breakout. So I'll do this back to Heiken-Ashi. I have to wait for a red candle to break below. See, market again went up. Again, so our VWAP, what's the color of the VWAP now? The color of the VWAP has turned down, yellow. So I have to check the color of the VWAP. It should also be indicating down. It is indicating down. It is turned back to orange. Okay. But the cloud is still green. And our trend line, can you see this trend line is still moving up? So we have two signals for sell, which is super sell, and the VWAP are pointing towards a sell. But there are two contrary signals. The cloud is green, and this trend line, right, our trend line, which we have used here, the current trend is still positive because of this first initial up move. So till the time the trend completely changes, guys, don't enter into any intraday trade. So we have to wait for all these four confirmations along with the breakout, right? Let's continue. See, market is again coming down. Some profit booking happened here again. So now it's coming down. Again a breakout, no. Again took a support in the range, again up. So there is a fight going on between bulls and bear. So when did the market start? At 9:15. 1.5 घंटा हो चुका है, 10:45. We are there at 10:50 now. Market is not doing anything. If you had taken a position, your heart will be beating very fast by now. कि ऊपर जाएगी या नीचे? What will happen to the market? So now just continue and just patiently wait. आपने कुछ नहीं करना till the time all the signals are confirming. Again we got a breakout, a bearish breakout. See, so we have got three rules confirmed. Super sell is there. Last signal was super sell. There is no super buy, right? The VWAP is negative. It is this trend line. We can call it the V trend line, right? VWAP mushkil hai. So just this dotted line should be orange in color, and the price should close below it. So this price is closed below it. This is the second rule. Then the third rule is this cloud should be red. It's not red. This line should be falling. Its color should be purple. I told you, right? It's not purple. So now, again, let's see. Oh, see what happened, guys. Here, in this candle now, see, the trend has changed. Background color bhi change ho gaya because we are using background color. The cloud has turned red. VWAP is negative. Super sell, three signals done. Fourth thing, we have got a closing outside the box. And fourth thing, sorry, the last thing is that this line, which you can see, has turned purple. So this has started trend. The trend has started going down, and our price should close below this. This is it. जैसे ही आपको एक 5 minute की candle मिलती है, as soon as you find a 5 minute candle meeting all these rules that everything has turned negative, what you need to do now is you're not supposed to enter here. यहाँ भी आपने entry नहीं करनी. What if this was a false breakout? Just to tempt you. What you're going to do now is this candle is called our signal candle. What is this called, guys? Signal candle. Signal candle is a candle. In case of a bearish side, it should be closing below the VWAP. VWAP should be yellow. Cloud should be red. The trend line should be purple. And we should have a super sell. All the signals are met. And this red candle should, Heiken-Ashi red candle should close below the trend line also. Should close below everything. Sabke niche close ho gaya. Now what I need to do, in order to enter now, you'll be very tempted to enter here. But now let me show you what you need to do. Just go to this tool and draw a line here. At the low. Kyunki humne sell karna hai, because we need to sell. I'll draw a line here. This becomes my signal candle low. This is my signal candle. I'll just write here. Right. Let me see. Signal candle. Okay. So this becomes signal candle. And the low of this is Let's see. Can anybody tell me? Low is 56397.15. So I'll write that value also here for you. Abhi, matlab, you don't need to write the values, but just for your understanding, I'm writing the values here. 56397.15. 97.15. So this is the value which is very important now. 56397.15. Now what I need to do is, now the next thing, guys, this is a step. Once you get a signal candle, you move from 5 minutes to 1 minute. Ab aapko, you have to convert to 1 minute. And we have to now look for a multi-time frame confirmation. This is the 1 minute chart. Ye 1 minute ka chart hai. If you see on this, the market actually turned negative like 10-15 minutes back only. On the 5 minute chart, it just turned negative in this candle. But smaller time frame, it's already in negative. Now, this is the line which we drew. And this is the value. See the line ki value is 56397.15. Now I just need a 1 minute candle closing below this line. 1 minute की high Kanashi candle मेरे को इसके नीचे close चाहिए. सिर्फ 1 minute की. Okay, let's see if this happened or not. The red candle, next 1 minute, 1 minute. See, the cloud is red. All other rules are being met, but I'm not concerned here. I just want one candle closing below. Okay, agar any close happens inside this, then previous signal can get invalidated. But let's not talk about that as of now. Let's look at this. Let's make it simple. Can you see? Okay, did this candle, guys, close below this line or not? Can anybody tell me? This is 1138 candle. ये क्या कैंडल 1 मिनट की कैंडल इसके क्लोज हुई है इसके नीचे? जया जी, anybody? No, thank you, Shada bhai. Right. So this is not closed. If you see, the close is still above this white line. How we can find out? I take my line here. The low is 56388.15, which is below 56388.15. Wait. Yeah. So low is 56388.15, which is below 56397. But the close is 56402.9. 56402.9. Right? So the close has not happened. If I had looked at normal candle, close might have happened. 403 hai yahan pe bhi bach gaya. But sometimes this saves. Okay. So now this candle is not to be considered. We move forward. Next candle. Yeah. Guys, this has closed below the white line. But obvious hai, this the body has also closed below. The close is 56389, which is below 56397, of course. So this becomes our confirmation candle. बहुत simple सा हो गया. Now we have got our values. What we need to do is I need to move back to my 5 minute chart. ये आप पहले भी कर सकते थे जैसे हमें ये signal candle आती है. You can actually, if you know how to use this, you can draw a short position here, here, and mark my high and low of the confirmation candle, right? And I am looking for 1:2, तो आप कुछ भी हम draw करके रख सकते हैं. Then I have to wait for this second confirmation candle to form on 1 minute. I'll go to 1 minute, and I take this chart till here. So below this is going to be my entry. इसके नीचे जैसे ही price निकलेगा, but because this is Bank Nifty, which is huge, 56,000, right? Let us wait for at least 5 to 6 points move. 5-6 point का buffer लेना है आपने. You have to take a buffer of 5 to 6 points below this level. So 56363.35 is this level. So let me take a buffer of say 8 points. 56555, a round figure, below which I am going to enter. I'll यहाँ पे भी कर देता हूँ 5-6, just to make it easy. मैं अपना entry point set कर देता हूँ 56355. ठीक है? Yeah, 354.95. I believe a lot in these 0.5 numbers. They work like magic sometime. So below this, मैं अब system के अंदर I have to put my entry. आपको system में entry डाल देनी है इसके basis पे, या आप अगर खुद कर सकते हैं तो खुद कर सकते हैं. And your stop loss is confirmed at 173 points here. 173 points is huge, guys. Right? This is a big stop loss coming here. 173 points. But because nowadays how Bank Nifty are behaving, this is nothing. Okay, this is just 0.3%. 0.3 is not a big stop loss. Okay, so this is our system stop loss. What you can do is stop loss. Maybe you can put a 5-point buffer here. If you are also in case of stocks, if you're doing trading in 100 rupee stock, you put a 10 paisa buffer. 1000 rupee stock, maybe 1 rupee buffer. 5000 rupee stock, 5 rupees buffer. तो 2-4 रुपए का buffer लेके चल सकते हैं. So I'll just put a 5-point buffer on the upper side also. So 3 की जगह 3.8 point. So this became 561. Sorry, 56368. Oh, just a second. Sorry. चलिए बाद में कर लेंगे इसको, कोई नहीं. 5 point ही हो रहा है. Okay. So let's. Yeah. So what we'll do now is let's see what happened. So this is the 1 minute chart. I just need a breakout below this level. Let's see how the market behaved. So मेरे को entry अभी भी नहीं आई. यहाँ पे entry आ गई है. This place, right? So I got an entry here. Let me just lock this so that, yeah, let me lock. So got an entry here. अब हमारी entry हो गई. मेरे को पता है 173 plus 5, 178 points is my stop loss. Now 178 points. If you can trade in futures, it's like 3,500 rupees. But आप चाहे तो you could have traded in options now. You could have bought a put option, or if you're an option seller, you could have simply sold a call option, but with a hedge. In case of sell, we always say hedge because you don't want a unlimited loss. Because buying में तो पता है ना, whatever we are buying, that's the only loss I can happen. If I buy an option for 100 rupees, it can just go to 0. So I'm going to lose that 100 points only. But if I'm selling an option and 100 rupee option goes to 1,000 rupees, just because of any tweet by Trump, etc., right, that can cause a panic, right? It can cause a huge loss. So agar aap option seller hai, this system works awesome, but with a hedge. Do keep your hedge. Okay. So I could have taken, suppose if I could have sold, if I was selling in the money or at the money put option here, right? So this was my entry point. So I could have maybe sold 56,500 put and bought a 56,000 put, 500 point spread, and just waited to see how market behave and take my profits when I reach this level or somewhere, right? And take my loss when the market comes here. Ideally, when you sell, आपका loss कम होता है. Chances of loss are less when you sell with a hedge because there is a theta depletion also, right? Time value is also getting lost and the option prices keep on falling due to that. If there is no movement in the market also, even then you will make money. So that is for the option seller. For option buyer, you need a move, definitely. If the market doesn't move much, then again, you're not making money, right? So let's see what happened. So this is how Bank Nifty worked that day. Can you see the cloud is falling? Did we reach 1:1? Right. So let me unlock. So ideally now how it works is whether you are using trading in Bank Nifty or any stock, when you get 1:1, if you are having 2 lots, book 1 lot and let the stop loss become cost. जहाँ पे आपने entry की थी, या this white line, make it the stop loss so that you don't lose money at all after that. Market can retrace from here also. Any news can come. If you put a strict stop loss here, you will not lose. आपके cost पे ही निकल जाओगे आप. And if you have booked your profit, 1:1 profit here, right? Lock. देखिए यहाँ पे कितना हो चुका है. Within 3-4 candles, 4-5 minutes, we got 161 points fall, right? So good enough. 1:1 return आ गया था. We got 1:1 almost in just 4-5 minutes. Once the entry happened, and entry happened here, 5-6 minutes, right? And then this is what happened in Bank Nifty. So can you see the cloud is acting as a resistance and green candles come, but the cloud is not getting broken. If you want, you can continue with the second position. If you reach 1:2, you can bring up your stop loss back to say 1:1 जहाँ पे है, वहाँ पे आप stop loss को trail कर सकते हैं. Or you want to trail your stop loss to a previous swing high, which is like this. So this became a swing high, na? See these green candles. The high of that, if that is broken, you can put this as a swing high, or the high of the cloud can be your trailing stop loss, and you keep on going down, right? So you can trail like this also. The high of the 2 candles before cloud, right? The high of that, or whatever system you want to follow, you can just keep trailing. And if you're trailing, suppose like here, let's see what happened. Bank Nifty falling green, red, green, right? So suppose I'm bringing my stop loss somewhere. Yeah, this is the cloud now. So cloud and everything is matching, just cloud pair. So either see, almost got triggered. Yep, almost got triggered if you were following this, but we have not got a green cloud till now. We're still in the red cloud zone. Okay. So again, it fell. How beautifully it's respecting the cloud, and Bank Nifty fell again. This is the 1 minute chart we are seeing. Now I think we should go to 5 minute. Right? Yeah. So this is the 5 minute chart. The red cloud is so far away. It's still in a bearish zone, and this is what the market did that day. Right. I think even at 400, 500 point return on 170 point stop loss, many of you would have booked your profits, or at least booked 50%, 60% of the profits, and let the position trail after that till 315. Don't carry your positions after 315 because whoever has shorted that day, जिन्होंने market में shorting की है, वो अब 3:15 पे अपनी position intraday position square करेंगे, and price is actually supposed to bounce back for some time. Okay, next day it can fall again, but we are just intraday traders. So this is what happened, right? So see, here the cloud is coming like this. So kitna maximum we got 400 points, 50 points. That has gone up. So again, neutral zone. See, we still haven't got a green cloud. We're in a neutral zone, no trade zone. Will the market fall? No, it broke out here. So any remaining position, if you wanted, you could have actually exited here also. But maximum how much we got? 452 point move, 2.66 of our risk. Okay. And this is again then. So next entry generally will happen because we are still below the box. So we are not going to take a buy side entry at all. I can take a next entry for the fall again if I get this. Right? Again, all the rules are getting met in this candle. Right? Because this was super buy. So this candle again, all the rules are getting met. I can put a line here. But the time is already 3:15, guys. So no entries now. Right? So this day's trading is over. I hope you understood this much. This example is clear. Commodity charts. Okay, I'll show you very fast after this. Let's see. This is 16th, and let me show you 17th also fast. So 16th is over. This is 17th. 17 तारीख को market was here. 17th को. This is Friday. Right. Let me remove these white lines from yesterday. Sorry. Yeah. So 17th market is like this. Now you will tell me, guys. So boxes started forming. It's 9:35, guys. Which is the last signal? Super buy. Okay. So we are supposed to be looking only for a bullish kind of trade, but we have a red cloud, right? This trend line is dotted yellow. This trend line is purple. Everything else. So now this trend line is white. Okay. But two signals, the red cloud and this trend line are still negative. So we're basically neutral as such. Two signals, positive, negative, and the candles are still inside the box. Let's see what happened. So the market is trending in a range whole day. But remember, guys, I told you this middle line, the market was actually trading above the middle line. So we're ideally looking at a breakout happening on the upside. But this is the candle which is broken out. Will we take a buy trade here? Is this a signal candle or not? Can anybody tell me as per the rules I've told you? आप मेरे को बता सकते हैं ये सिग्नल कैंडल है कि नहीं है? ये कैंडल ने ब्रेक कर दिया. इससे पहले भी इस कैंडल ने ब्रेक किया था, क्लाउड रेड था. अब क्लाउड रेड नहीं है. Anybody? Senthilji, signals don't disappear. These are non-repainting signals. Okay. So now we were not going to use this candle as a signal candle because the cloud is not green, guys. Super buy is there. The trend line has turned white. This trend line is also turned white. Price has closed above. Price has broken the box. But we still don't have a green cloud. So now we have to wait for a green cloud, which has come here. When you see this background has also changed color. This is our first signal candle. I'll mark the high, 5 minutes. Yeah, this is the high. Now I move to 1 minute and I have to look for a 1 minute candle closing above this. Oh, It didn't close above. It started going down. Can you see? That 1 minute candle also is saving us from entry. That 1 minute confirmation, which I have not got on the lower time frame, has saved me from entering Bank Nifty, which was suddenly seeming bullish. And I have to wait now. See, the green cloud is there. Again, we have entered the negative zone. Market has entered inside this box again. So I go to 5 minutes. Is it inside the box? Yes. So I got a close inside. Once any candle closes inside the box, the previous green candle signal is invalid. We will not consider this candle to be a signal candle anymore. Now I need another candle coming out, meeting all the rules, green candle, and so I'll make this line go away. So I'm not looking at 1 minute candle anymore. हमारे को entry नहीं मिली. Guys, just waiting for that 1 minute candle saved me from entering Bank Nifty, which was at a high. From 56,310, it fell to 56,150 approximately, 160 points fall. If you had taken a call option here, you would have been in such a trouble by now. So this system saved you. Now again, we move forward. Chal rahe hain. It's almost 11 o'clock. No trade. See? Again, profit booking happening. But markets, it's still, green cloud is still there. Right? And it is still above the midline. Continuing. Let's see, we get a green candle closing out. Yes. This time, again, we still have super buy. There is no super sell. All the rules are getting met. I got my second signal candle for the day. Now I'll again look for a trade. Let's see if we get it. Right? I'll move to 1 minute. The time is 11:30, which was 11:35. 11:35 हो चुके हैं दोपहर में. For 2 hours, no trade. Just the system is saving you from entering any trade, any ridiculous trade, any reckless trade. Just have patience. Okay? So I move to 1 minute. Now again wait for a candle, 1 minute candle to close above. Let's see. Let's see, 1 minute में भी super buy आ गया. Let's see if this candle closed above. The white line value was, what is the value of the white line? 56258.20. The close of this is 56255.05. Even this is not a confirmation. So I'll wait. Yeah, clear confirmation, guys. This became my entry candle. 5 points above this, 5 to 6 points, because I'm looking at, say, 0.1% buffer. So 56,267, 1% is also big. Right, 1% is 560 points, right? So 0.1% is 56 points. I'm looking at 0.001 point, 5 point का buffer तो लेंगे हम entry करने में ना. So I'll take a 5 point buffer somewhere here. So this second line is, my entry point is 56282.95. Add say 6 points to it. I'll make a round off. 6 point becomes 56288.95. Let me make it 90. Round off is better ना. 90. Say 55. कि उतना क्रॉस हो जाएगा. I'll take an entry. So I can just put my trade in the system if I'm trading in Bank Nifty future. I know my stop loss is below this candle, this 5 minute candle. Yeah, this. So this is my entry now. I'll go take a long position. I draw a line here. So my stop loss is showing 68 points. No, because my entry is above this point. I'll again go. I'll mark that level. I'll go to 1 minute. I'll bring my entry point here. So to this white line approximately. So यहाँ मान के चल लेते हैं entry है हमारी. ठीक है, just to make it, because we don't have much time. It's already 9 o'clock again. Okay. So now once we get an entry on 1 minute or wherever, whenever the price breaks 5 points above this, we'll take an entry. Let's see what happened. Okay. Bank Nifty, no entry till now. Has it happened? Maybe it has happened here. Yeah, so entry might have come. 56266. Yeah, approximately entries happened. Okay, chale, koi nahi. And let's see. Suppose entries. Now this is what happened in Bank Nifty. It is going in the range. Has the stop loss been triggered? No. This is how it's looking on 5 minute chart. Yeah. Okay. So stop loss triggered. So stop loss में भी buffer डालना है guys, 5 point का. So it's 5 point below this, not 83 point but 88 point, right? Stop loss. So you have to put 5 point buffer. Okay, and the market is continuing. Whole day it's acting like this, right? We got an entry, but we are still in the trade. There's no stop loss, nothing. And then market started. So now who would have made money here when the market was in a range? Actually, the option sellers. Option sellers, if they had sold puts when we got a buy entry here, basically not naked puts, hedge puts, you would have made money. right? Even the market going sideways. And when actually market started rising, you had made much more money. And this is what happened. 345 points done. Timing is 3 o'clock. Yeah. 3:15 तक हमने exit कर देना guys. So 3:15, 3:05, 3:10, 3:15 हो गया. So you could have exited here. You would have, the highest you would have made is 345 points. The risk was 83 plus 5, 88 points. Almost 4x returns. Okay. I hope you understood the system now. Senthilji, we are actually coming out with the entire training program also. If you are seriously interested, we're coming out with a complete training program how to do option trading using this indicator, as well as more about options, not just intraday but positional also, right? In fact, many of the people have been requesting me past 6 months about the zero loss option strategy jo bana ke I was sharing earlier last year a lot. Many people wanted, I never got a time to teach that. So we are actually starting a training program also. If you'll be interested, the training program will also include the subscription to these indicators also, right? So you don't have to purchase them or subscribe to them separately, right? But we definitely in the future sessions, we will do that also. But once you take subscription to this, you can actually try on options also. I'll just give you a very simple example. Bank Nifty. If you were just using this, not even with this, अगर आप सिर्फ option trade कर रहे होते, I'll just remove the replay. I'll just show you the charts. So Bank Nifty, what was the option, the range high or the mid? 56,000. Suppose I go to 56,000 call option, right? Ideally, I'm looking at in the money or at the money call options generally. Or if you want to use this indicator directly on options, so thoda it should behave like stock. It should have more of a delta, more than say 0.5 delta for you to get the proper move with the signal. So let me look at that. Let's go to this. Let's find 56,000 call option. So here 56,000 call, right? Can you see? Right? Can you see if you can trade just on the basis of this? Very simple. 5-minute chart. This is option chart. Guys, this is a gold mine. If somebody can master it, only thing we are not asking you to trade in options is because in option you cannot have a risk per trade, right? Which you can do in stocks normally if you trade in cash. But here, if you can see, this is the candle which has met all the rules. This is super buy, green cloud, all the trend lines, prices closed above, 5-minute candle. What I'll do is just mark my long position above this, right? This is my stop loss with some buffer. So 33 points stop loss is there in this option, which is costing 1,044 rupees. Just a 30-point stop loss, guys. 4-5 rupees ka aur kar do, one candle more below, right? 46-point stop loss, nothing in Bank Nifty, 1,000 rupees call option, just a 50-point stop loss. And again, I need a confirmation in this also, guys. Don't enter naked. So same rules, 1-minute chart. You want a confirmation. So confirmation happened in this candle. Yeah, but with some buffer, you might not have got an entry here. But ठीक है, अभी हम इसको मान के चलते हैं. So यार कितना हो गया stop losses now? 56 points with this. You would have entered 2-3 points above this. And this is what happened in the call option chart. Then we'll go to the commodities also. Session always goes for 2 hours. Can you see green cloud all the time? This is what was made in this option, guys. 56 points was the stop loss. Maximum made was 214 points, which is almost 4x returns, 3.79 times return on this call option. If you had just used this call option chart only, same rules. So Senthilji, I hope that clarifies that thing for you, right? Just give me a thumbs up, guys, if this is clear, if you're able to understand. Yeah. So if an option, let me clarify it for you. If you want to do option trading, though I don't recommend it much, in stocks also we say, okay, with this system you can even try deep out of the money options also if there is much time left in the market. Because if you buy a 1 rupee option, how much is going to fall? 10 paisa, 20 paisa. If the lot size is 1,000, you're going to lose just 200 rupees. Right? It's not going to go to zero with the 20 days to go. It will still have 30, 40 paisa value. If the stock moves in your direction, that 1 rupee option can go to 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 5 rupees, whatever. Right? That's possible. I showed that in a chart which I shared of Colgate, I think today also in the group. Right? So the option should be liquid, but it should reflect pricing properly. If it is not liquid, this means the chart will be distorted. So this is how this option trading happens, right? But there are other ways. There are other defined ways which you can do. So let me show you some stocks finally. Let me show you the simple stock, which was the highest gainer yesterday. Colpal. Let me show you the Colpal chart, right? It was so simple, guys. See? Market Colpal opened higher. It closed at 1979.65 on 16th. Then today it actually opened around 2023. Right now, ideally, people would have been afraid of taking a position because it actually opened high by around say 2-3%. So you don't know when to take an entry. And here again, it's showing red candles, green candle, red candle, green candle. Right? People give theories that, oh, just look at the first two candles. When they break, just take an entry, put the stop loss. Sometimes that can be very risky. Why take risk? Why look for 1:100, 1:50 returns when you can simply get 1:3, 1:4 in every trade you take with the least risk possible? So now what happened in Colgate? Very simple. Look here. Which candle? The first candle, this one. This closed above this. So this became this is the third candle of the day. This became my signal candle. But then again, the price closed inside the box. So this candle became invalidated. Then this candle again gave a close above this. The close here of the fourth candle is 2014.5. Okay. And what was the range? 2014.4. 10 paisa, guys. It just closed 10 paisa. 10 paise upper close hua. This becomes our signal candle. Now I just need a confirmation candle on 1 minute. Colgate chart. Let's look at what happened on 1 minute. I just moved to 1 minute. ये 1 मिनट का चार्ट खोला मैंने. Right, so where is the confirmation? This is the confirmation candle. I'll put my line here. Then I'll go back to 5 minutes. I'll just enter a 1 rupee above this or something, right? Need some buffer. So I'll just mark my entry and stop loss. Long position. This was the original candle. Initially stop loss was just 10 rupees. Now this white line, I have to mark it till here. My entry is above this white line. Okay. And this is my entry price. So how much is the stop loss? 15 rupees ka guys stop loss. 15 rupees mein I add 1 rupee buffer, 16 rupees. Okay, 16, 17 rupees. And the entry is taken. I clearly know 16, 17 rupees is my stop loss. Now, how I will enter if I'm trading in cash stock? Suppose you want to take a risk of 200 rupees a stock. So what is the stop loss here? 17 rupees. Divide 200 by 17. It will come to 12. Round number 12. Just buy 12 stocks and put your stop loss to this value. The low of this candle plus 1 rupee. Minus 1 rupee. So 17 rupees, 18 rupees stop loss. You will not lose more than 200 rupees in this trade. Right? Because you already put your stop loss in the system. You've taken an entry and now let the system go. Right? As you see, 1:1 is already done. Right? By next 10 minutes, right? You could have actually booked 50% here, then put your stop loss to cost with the rest. See, if didn't even hit the stop cost price. And then just trade it till 315 maybe. Till 315, this stock gave 6 times, 6.37. 5-6 time mil gaya yahan pe. If you were trailing, right, you could have actually exited somewhere here, even with 5x. Amazing trade, na? Same thing now with option. If you have the capability to take, see, the point here is trading cash stock mein trade karne ka fayda kya? You know your risk is just 200 rupees. You are not going to lose more than 200 rupees. 6 times means you make around 1200 rupees. Right? If you are not booking half at 1:1. Or you're making 700 rupees, you're booking half at 1:1. Right? And remaining at 315 or whatever, if you're trailing. Right? Aapka is 200 rupees ka risk pe you're making 600 to 700 rupees minimum. Or if you're taking the entire position till the end, risk-taking trader, you can have the entire malai from the milk, right? And you can make the entire butter, which is around 1200, 1300 rupees profit on just 200 rupees risk. If you've taken a 500 rupees risk, divide 500 by the stop loss, the candle, initial candle size, this yellow portion, 17 by 500, which is 30 shares. But what 30 shares made is 98 points into 30, right? On a 500 rupees risk, that is almost 3000 rupees. Okay. So beautiful. And if you're doing option trade now, with option trade, the only limitation, as I told in the group, is कि option trading में आप अपने loss को set नहीं कर सकते कि कितना loss है कि I don't want to lose more than 500. That you can't do, because that will depend on this low being broken or this high being broken, and option में कितना movement आता है उस time पे उसके हिसाब से. तो option की जो initial range है, right? If let's see basically देख ही लेते हैं. So on the 5-minute chart, this was Colgate. This is the entry time approximately here. Say 9:40 candle, 9:42, 9:43 PM. We got the AM. We got the entry. 9:43 पे हमारी entry हो गई थी. What is the in the money price here? Midline price is 2000. If I go to the 2000 rupee call option, right? Stock में, but fact is, 2000 rupees call option might be not easy for everybody to take. But still, let's see. I go here. मैं आपको दोनों option दिखाता हूँ. I take a 2000 rupees call option, which is at the money or almost in the money. Here, I'll go to 2000. So 2000 रुपए का call option अगर हम 9:43 पे लिया होता, this is this point, 940 something, 943 approximately. Yeah. So if you've taken a 2000 call option of Colgate, see, approximately same time is giving super buy on the option chart also. Maybe I'm taking entry based on the spot chart or the future chart. You can actually trade it here also individually, right? So the entry came here at 52 rupees. What would have been my stop loss? Approximately even middle line is 39, 10 rupees stop loss in the option. The lot size is what? 250 shares. So 2500 रुपए का risk था अगर 10 point का stop loss भी होता. 2500 rupees risk. And how much did it make? If you entered at 940, this is what happened in this option. We just now do rough diagrams here so that you understand what will happen. Exactly, you made more than 75 points. 75 to 80 points you would have made profit in this on a risk of 10 points, 10 to 12 points. Okay, the risk was actually 10 points. This is entry was somewhere here, not here. Okay, so you made 75 points into 250 on a risk of 3000, 15,000, 5.6x returns, right? If you don't want to take much risk in this, so if you want to limit your risk, go for a out of the money option. So in this, I was getting a decent option of 2200 rupees of Colgate. This is 2200 rupees call option, which was available at say 2 rupees. See, 2-3 rupees. Take an entry here. And if the stock moves in my favor, as I got entry, what is the risk? 1.2 rupees, 3 rupees is the cost of this stop loss, this entire option. What is the maximum you're going to lose till the end of April is 750 rupees, 250 rupees, 250 shares is the lot, right? How much did it make in one day based on that entry? 19 rupees. This is the chart I shared. 19 rupees into 250, approximately 5,000 rupees profit on what is the risk? 250 rupees. Almost 1:16, right? Hope this clarifies the option trades, right? Live market, Senthil ji, only problem is, see, as per SEBI regulations, we cannot give you tips. We cannot give live charts. That's why we are teaching you the system so beautifully. It's very simple. Just practice it. Once you take subscription, just practice it. You do back testing. Back testing कीजिए. If you understand it, you'll find it the simplest trading entry system in the world. आपको इससे simple system बन नहीं सकता. I am a startup guy, right? And I say that simplifying anything is the most difficult thing to do. And we have simplified trading for you as much as we can. This is the simplest possible form. We might simplify it even further. हो सकता है in future, we might give you the version of this indicator, which is going to give you directly the buy-sell signals on the chart. That lot of things are involved there because there is buffer and so many things that might become a bit complicated, but we are working on that also. But initially, This works like a charm, and you can try this. I'll show you commodities now, right? Let me see. Just a second. Yeah, Jayaji, you are still there, no? Okay, it's fine. So let me go to the commodities chart. Everybody was waiting for commodity chart. So let's look at them and how beautifully they moved yesterday. So this is crude. Yeah. Can you see already lines were drawn? I was actually drawing. I'll just remove all these lines. Right. This is yesterday. 5 minutes. Yeah, this is 5 minutes. So this is what happened in crude on 17th. This is a chart on 17th, and this is a chart on, say, 16th. Okay, guys. The only thing in commodities, guys, is because you cannot had a फ्रीफॉर्म रिस्क पर ट्रेड एज यू कैन डू इन स्टॉक्स. शेयर्स में तो आप कर सकते हैं कि मेरे को 200 रुपए का रिस्क लेना है, 500 का ही रिस्क लेना है, तो डिवाइडेड बाय द स्टॉप लॉस एंड बाय दैट मेनी और सेल दोज मेनी शेयर्स ओनली, राइट? सो आपको पता है कि मेरे को 4 ट्रेड भी लिया 200 रुपए रिस्क के साथ, आई कैन नॉट लूज मोर देन 800 रुपीस. इन केस ऑफ कमोडिटीज देन यू हैव टू सी, right, because there can be multiple trades during the day and there can be a few stop losses, right? It is possible, but whenever you will get a move now and you catch a move, it will be amazing, right? So this is what happens. So commodities, guys, what we need to do, you just need to change the settings in this indicator. You have to go to Stealth Market Levels Pro, open this up. Commodity market starts at 9 o'clock. आपको कुछ नहीं करना. Only thing you need to do is send the session start hour to 9, session start minute to 0. 9 o'clock. The box will change to reflect commodities. So if you're trading commodities, guys, remember, change the settings to 9 o'clock. Okay? And this is what happened. Can you see what happened? There is actually quite obvious what happened in crude yesterday, right? As the rules I have taught you, as per the rules, what happened when the market opened? See what happened in the market. Let's play back. And market was so positive, right, when it closed on 16th. This is the closure on 16th. Okay, let's proceed. So 16 तारीख की market close हो रही है 11:30 in the night. Next day crude opened from 8,900 approximately to 8,600, 300 rupees down, 3% down, right? That's it. Okay. And then what was the last signal? Super buy. So ideally we are still in the buy zone. Yeah, it's still super buy. Cloud has become red. Candles are red. Box has just formed. Let's see where the breakout comes. The market went inside the range now. See, everything is negative, but the box low has not been broken, right? All the trend lines have turned negative. Price is below them, but we are still in super buy. So that is saving us from entering into any shorts till now. Let's see. Whole day, 9, 10 o'clock. Market is sideways, 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 sideways. Nothing. You just have to patiently wait. Here, again. See, there's so much respecting that 10-minute range. Itna respect kar rahe us range ko market. Whole day. See, 12 o'clock market started rising. Everybody, there might be some bullish news. So guys, did we get an entry here? Was there an entry here? This first this green candle close is, what's the close? Close is 8705. What was the range high? 8703. This candle has actually closed above the range. But why is this not a signal candle? Can anybody tell me? This signal candle क्यों नहीं है? Jayaji, anything? Right? Okay. This is not a signal candle because, can anybody tell? As per the rules which I have just taught you, if you see the background color, this was in a neutral zone. The cloud is still white, right? Let me increase the color of the white cloud so you understand when it's in a neutral zone. Let me go to the CloudX indicator, change the cloud color. This, yeah, now it's white, proper white. Can you see this still in the white zone? A white zone mein thi green candle. So the cloud is still white, so this is not a signal candle. All the other rules are met. Super buy hai, sab kuch hai, everything is there. But it is not a buy candle. It's not a confirmation. This candle is a signal candle. Why? All the rules are getting met. Yeah, this candle 12:20 pe crude seemed to be breaking out from the range, a narrow range, what it is called. See, this is how the chart was appearing. For 2 hours, from 9 till 12, 3 hours, 3 घंटे की range breakout हुआ था यहाँ पे. On a normal chart, this is how it is appearing. Right? We got a green cloud, etc. Everything. As soon as I turn to Heiken Ashi, this is the first candle which is breaking out. This becomes my signal candle. I need now. See, many people. I actually remember many people in many of the Telegram groups. These so-called experts, everybody was giving a buy signal. Crude is breaking out. Crude is breaking out. Buy kar lo. Crude buy karo. Itna stop loss lago. Now let's go to 1 minute. I need a 1 minute close above this. Let's see. Did it happen? Oh. Price went inside the range. I go back to 5 minutes. Has it closed? Yes, this red candle is closed inside. This candle is invalid. This was a false breakout. ये आपके stop losses खाने आया था. Wrong entry कराया इसने आपका. Everybody's stop loss would have triggered out, guys. The entry was 8727, right? The low was 8696. Around 30 points, 35 points. If the market गिर जाए, people will panic, right? You will panic if you're in a commodity position. I think single point in crude is 100 rupees and crude mini is 10 rupees, right? Jayaji, if I am right. So nobody will be willing to lose suddenly 3,700 rupees fall in one lot, right? So this was a false entry and our system saved you. This stealth intraday system is so beautiful. It saved you from entry just by waiting for that 1 minute more. 1 minute, it is possible. We get a breakout or we don't get a breakout. If we get a breakout, it's possible it might be 10 points more. आपको 10 point महंगा मिलेगा crude. But imagine getting saved from this loss, right? And let's see, did we get another green candle after this? No. Price again went in the range. Now trend line has changed color. This other trend line is also turned orange, right? Can you see these dots have become orange? The cloud is only green. Super buy is still there. We are still having no super sell. So we are neutral, no trades. Whole day. Again, this green candle, yeah, the wick closed above, but the body is inside. Let me look at normal candle. Yeah, see, this is still in neutral zone. Normal candles maybe ajeeb se signal aa rahe, right? No entry anywhere. So I'll just remove this. Price is still looking a bit bullish, right? It's closing above the midline, super buy, everything. People are still bullish, right? And then suddenly the trend started changing. Around 1:30, no trade since morning. 9 baje se 1:30 baj gaya hai. Koi trade nahi hai, right? You don't need to take trades all day. Na? You just need a confirmed trade. That's the beauty of intraday trading. Now suddenly, what happened? We're getting a breakout. This candle low is, close is 8628, 8626. What was the range low? 8625. 1 point say this candle did not become a signal candle. And anyways, it was not a signal candle because we don't have a super sell till now. Till the time we get a super sell, we will not look at selling at all. That's the rule of this system. So again, the candle is closing out. Now here people will be like, oh, we should short crude. But have we got a super sell? No. All the other things are there. Of course, 4 rules have been met, right? Red cloud, red trend line, purple trend line, price closing with trend line, price breaking below the box, and huge volumes also happening here. If you see, something was cooking, right? This is 220, but I need a super sell. That's the rule. I got a super sell, and as soon as this okay, so got a super sell, low of this, right? I need a 1 minute candle closing below it. I go here. Next candle. Okay. Is any candle closing below? Let's see. Line is 8585. Close of this is 8587. No close below it. Right? No close. No close. Let's see. 8586. 1 rupee se entry nahi hui. Just because 1 rupee this candle closed above. No entry. We're still waiting for confirmation. And the confirmation comes here. This is the confirmation candle. Right? So what is our level? 8575. So 5 rupees below that, maybe, or 8 rupees below that, 8 points, 5 to 6 points below approximately. I'll take a buffer, and 8570 approximately will become my entry point. Let me go back to the chart. I know my stop loss. Stop loss is this signal candle, right? High. And I just go here. This is my crude entry. Sorry, this is the long entry. Short position. Just mark this. 5 point above that. Market is your stop loss. So entry stop loss 8557 की जगह 8642 की जगह 8647, 5 पॉइंट्स वहां पे ऐड कर देते हैं और यहाँ पे 5 points to, let me make my entry 5 points below. So this becomes my entry point, and sorry, here entry is here. Go 1 minute. We just show what happened. So entry was here, sorry, here. Okay, 8570 पे एंट्री था, तो हम उसको और थोड़ा नीचे कर देते हैं 85 entry 8570. So I wait for price to close below 8570 and let's see what happened. So it's still not closing. 10 minutes, 15 minutes more gone. Oh, it again broke above. No entry came, guys. Confirmation candle, uske niche ₹1 bhi nahi gaya. So again, I go back and see. So this is a green candle. The confirmation candle low is not broken. So this confirmation candle on 1 minute, actually we got a green candle above this first white line. So this confirmation candle became invalidated once this happens. Now I look for another red candle closing below. Let's see, is it happening? Yeah, finally this candle closed below this one, this. So now this becomes my confirmation candle, and I think we got an entry here. Okay, and just go to 5 minutes now, see what happened in crude. The risk was 77 points. The risk is huge, definitely, right? 77 points. But considering the moves which are happening in the market nowadays, 77 points is nothing, right? Based on what kind of news which are coming. And this is what happened in crude after that. Within next 15 minutes, guys, agle 15 minutes mein crude had fallen 122 points. Many of you would have booked your profits here, I know. It's almost 1.5x. If you're trading in options, you could have actually booked, right? But if you book half your position at 1:1 and seen what happens, this is what happened. Next 15-20 minutes, crude fell 200 points, right? Sorry, I have to follow this. Yeah. Okay. And then by 3:45, 4 o'clock, again, some kind of neutral zone. Is it going up? Is it still everything is negative? It's just we are no trade zone. Let's see. Again, we got super sell. And see, guys. So this was another entry. So whenever you get a new cloud happening, right? Price again meeting all the rules. Another entry could have been taken here if you had missed the first one, and your stop loss would have been above this candle. So then crude fell. So didn't the market knew somehow, and the system knew some kind of news is cooking? See here. This is the kind of move. What is the return? 10x, 776 point fall by 6 p.m. from 230, right? Itna bada fall aa gaya crude mein, right? And then circuit breaker. Again, still the crowd is red. Guys, imagine catching one of these trades. That will do everything for you for a month. People wait for these kind of trades, right? So 8 o'clock, right? You could have taken your profits or whatever, and this is what happened. Everything is still negative. Only the cloud has turned positive. Rest, everything is negative. But yeah, of course, when you're getting 10x, 12x, 13x profits, why not book it? Okay, keep trailing. And here we are getting everything. Some 3 things have changed, but this trend line, this dotted line is still negative, but price can actually go there and actually test it also, right? So we need to book. And this is how the markets closed. Jayaji, got the trade? Commodity trade? How it happened? Yes, but we have to follow the high and low of the Heiken Ashi only. In this system, don't go for the normal candles. Don't be tempted, right? Because sometimes it will just touch your stop loss and go back. Amlanji will try to provide the recording of this session. Definitely, if you are part of this WhatsApp group, I hope everybody is part of the WhatsApp group. If anybody is not, do you want me to share the link of the group? And I don't have the link here, so just give me a second. Let me see if I can. Okay. Just in case, guys, somebody needs to go, you can drop me a message here. This is my DM on WhatsApp. I will not be able to take calls. I'm very sorry. I get so many calls. So this number is just for WhatsApp. I'll try to respond to you as and when I get time. I have some family commitment today also after 10, and I will have to leave in 10 minutes from now, right? So this is my number. You can DM me, right? Just for subscription, if you want, this is the link I'll share. So as of now, see, ideally this system is basically these indicators. Many of you know, many have subscribed to the CloudX indicator also. Just the CloudX indicator in itself, 5,000 rupees a month. Okay. But as for the first time users, we wanted people to actually earn by intraday trading and then pay us later on for the systems we are developing for all of you. So we have kept it at a very, very minimal price. For the first month is 1499 for the first time users, even for anybody who's present, right? You can do that. And for if you want to add a second month, it's just 2499. Then 2500 रुपए के अंदर आपको 2 महीने के लिए ये सिस्टम अभी मिल रहा है, and the price is changing from 2 days from now. So because we are launching our training programs, and price is going to roll back to 5,000 rupees. Many of the members have already purchased annual subscription worth 30,000-40,000 rupees when we had come with our Black Friday offers. So we cannot actually give much discounts because everybody has paid that much, right? So I'll just share the link just in case if you want to subscribe. Yeah, just give me a second. Guys, somebody subscribed to our webinar list. I don't know why. We had not even opened that. So this webinar was supposed to be a paid webinar otherwise, because this will be one of our last free webinar. Takes a lot of time for us, right? So we only want serious people who are serious about their trading to join. So this is the link just in case you want to subscribe before you go. And I'll show more charts, some more charts after this also. Okay. This is the link. You can just go to our super profile and you can take a 1 month or a 2 month subscription, whichever you want. आप जैसे ही payment करेंगे, you have to put your TradingView ID there, and our team will activate it for you tonight only. And you'll get a recording of this lecture. Definitely, we'll try to provide everybody who's subscribing will get a recording of this lecture, unedited recording. Generally, we don't provide unedited recordings because there's so many personal things and goof ups in the recordings. So we try not to do that, but we provide that to you one to one. Okay. So आप यहाँ पे कर सकते हैं. Otherwise, if you want to subscribe, you can by UPI. You can send a UPI to 9205366191. Right. This is the UPI. You can directly send here. It's 1499 for 1 month and 2499 for 2 months. And from day after, this will roll back to our regular pricing, right? So ये कल morning तक आप जो भी subscribe करना चाहता है कर सकता है. We did this session because many people were asking us to. Okay, and so this is the thing, and you can just DM me on this number which I've given. You can send a request, and I'll add you to the whatever WhatsApp groups if you are not part of them. Okay, I hope that solves a lot of queries for everybody, right? Any queries, guys? I'll show you a few more charts. This was crude oil. I'll show you silver. Silver was very interesting trade yesterday, right? So let me go to silver. If you actually practice it seriously, na, stop looking at tips. लोगों से tips लेना छोड़ दो, because अगर tips से पैसा बनता तो आज आप सब करोड़पति होते. इतने सारे groups आप सबने join किए हुए, right? Everybody has joined. So I have joined so many groups because I just want to see what people are doing. Right? We generally don't post. I don't take trades based on tips at all. Right? We generally trade on our systems only. I'm fully confident on these. Right? And abhi to time nahi milta trading karne ka, because we are working on creating this. We are working on the future of AI based trading as of now. Right? So as I told you, we are a startup. We are not a firm which is giving tips. Okay. So please tips mat mangiyega. I'm so sorry. This is the silver trade yesterday. Okay. Just see what happened in the morning. Silver was in super buy. So as I tell you, you might get small stop losses somewhere. So this is what happened in silver. So morning, this is silver future. This is a confirm. This is a signal candle. As you see now, 1 minute candle will protect it. There will be no candle closing above it. Silver. let me go back to the time. Yeah, it's very difficult. Like the commodity charts are so long. Yeah. So can you see the confirmation candle came here, and the next moment the confirmation candle went inside. So वो cancel हो गई confirmation candle. But the price went inside the range. So the first 5-minute breakout, just because our rules are such कि confirmation candle के बाद ही entry करनी है, that's saved you. Then again price came out from the level here. यहाँ पे आया, silver का price break हुआ. Then we again look for 1-minute candle and buffer. Right. So let's see what happened. Morning में. This is the second time we got a sort of a buy kind of inclination. So अगर थोड़ा बड़ा करता हूँ चार्ट को, मॉर्निंग में जैसे लग रहा होगा, yeah. So this is where silver entry was supposed to be there, 250548. So silver at least 25 to 50 points buffer, क्योंकि 2.5 लाख की चीज है. You can have a buffer of 50 points, 60 points. Let's see, did we get 250548? I'll actually because look for a round number, so I look for 250605. Suppose did any candle close above that? High is 250664. Yes, entry आ गई होगी हमारी यहाँ पे. So this first trade gave us a stop loss. I'm not saying 100% you will get, but when you catch a big trade, it will be awesome. So how much was the risk here? This much. If I had entered silver futures or options, कितनी जल्दी निकाल दिया हमने. Let me look at this. Yeah, so approximately this much loss would have got, right, which is around 500 points, right? We lost 500 points. It gave a 197 point up move also. आप चाहते तो कॉस्ट स्टॉप लॉस कर सकते थे कुछ भी, लेकिन here a stop loss got triggered. Then silver gave a entry on the lower side, super sell and everything. The second thing which happened. So I'm showing you whatever it is, right? So super sell came here, यहाँ पे. Then we are looking for a 1-minute close below this. Did we get a close? यहाँ पे भी आया होगा, right? So first close never came. Second close, again green candle. Then here came the third close, this one. Entry happened below this. 248,700, 650. Yeah, so this gave around a 200 point fall. I would have taken entry 50 points. So we got 150 points only. But this would have, अगर आपने cost stop loss नहीं किया होगा और stop loss लगाएगा, it would have taken your full stop loss. That's what I'm saying. In commodities, you have to wait for the bigger move to come, right? So stop loss आएंगे, you have to take the stop loss, right? So here you would have got a stop loss. Then came the third trade, which is this one. Let me remove the drawings. This was the third trade. Again, same rules, right? Generally, guys, trading in commodities, most of the bigger moves come in the second half, right? Morning में equity market भी चली होती, इतनी बड़ी आती नहीं, लेकिन nowadays markets are very volatile, so some moves are coming in the morning also. If you want, you can avoid half of the day, right? So long position. This is a silver last trade which came at 2 p.m. So 2 बजे तक तो news भी नहीं आई थी, guys. The news of the war news, right? Which that war is ending and all these things, right? That came around 6:30. Trump tweet and everything, whatever happened, came at 6:30. But our system gave a buy entry here on 5-minute chart, right? And यहाँ पे भी confirmation. So around 500-600 points stop loss again. And this is the move which happened in silver, right? This is the entire move. If you take stop loss, never got triggered. Second entry, if you wanted another entry had came here also, as per the rule. You would put your stop loss here, entered above this. Another, you could still caught the movement, right? So this gave 21 times return, right? 537 points stop loss and 11,000 points return in silver, which is huge. Okay, so yeah. Any screener available for signal like scripts which have supervised? Certainly, initially we'll suggest just look at the universe of say FNO stocks. आपको हम एक watch list दे देंगे, which you can directly create in your trading view, right? उसके अलावा तो if you trade in commodities, just add the commodities on one side and this FNO stocks, right? And you can very fast scroll through them like this. Suppose I have this FNO stocks listed with me. I have this list. Suppose I have this list, right? How do I go through it? in the morning. So crude, suppose I want to look at it. I'll just come here, morning में time 9 o'clock, suppose. I'll just look here. First of all, आप अपना थोड़ा homework कर सकते हैं. You can do a bit of homework by actually noting down, say if you're trading commodities, what was the last signal? That's the first thing, na? If it was super buy, so okay, we are not looking for the bearish till the time we get a super sell, right? So आपके पास already you will have a list, right? And keep on tracking them. You can just scroll through them this fast, like this, right? Like this. So there is no screener available as of now for this, but we are in the process, right? And then the price of the indicators will go up as per the features being given. And this is then the FNO futures list, which I have created along the indices. So I can simply scroll through them. You can create an FNO list if you trade in stocks. You can just go through them very fast. Huh? You can just sort them up, sort the symbols. You can go through that. Or if you're there, just like I have been observing, we have certain lists which we'll share with you. Just like this is a list which we have. Like we have felt certain stocks give, if you trade in them almost every day, they give you a tremendous returns. I'll show you one stock, Ashok Leyland. So I'll again change the settings back to stocks. How do I change? Input goes to 9:15. Okay. All right. So ये हमारे box बन गए. So this is Ashok Leyland. You see, trade came. No, 1 minute chart पे trade आया ही नहीं होगा यहाँ पे. See, I go to 1 minute, no trade. Price closed below this one. Price never went below that. So it's the system saved us. But yesterday, day before, no entry. Before that, just okay. Let me just show you what happened in the stock. 10 days. So these stocks generally, say 10 out of say 15 days, they will give you good movements. Ashok Leyland, past 3 days, there will be no trades. See, literally no trades in the range, going out, coming back, going out, coming. And can you see what was happening on 10th? This was a bullish day. Before that, slightly bearish, no stop loss. Before that, amazingly bullish day, amazingly bullish, right? Don't take trades after 2:33 p.m., right? And below this was a negative day. Then big fall caught here. Okay, again, big fall was caught here also. Have to go back. We'll share the list of these stocks with you, right? So if you see here, see this is the big fall caught. If I show you, this is how the fall was there. Before this was a fall, and then there's a big move ups which are caught. Same Canes. Suppose let me give you Kolpal. Kolpal is acting very nicely. If you can follow Kolpal every day. See, Kolpal, big move up, good move up, no move, right? No signal, slight signal, but no entry, right? Here, entry came, I think entry came, and no stop loss. It was in the range whole day. Some movement here, good move here, very good move here, no entry, good move, no entry, big fall caught, right? So every stock will not give you movements every day, but if you have a universe of 40-50 stocks, which once you study the system, you can actually shortlist stocks which are giving huge amount of returns, then you can put them in your system, right? Apart from that, we have started sharing a list of stocks at 9:20. We have created a scanner, right, which is our internal proprietary system, which is giving us some stocks. Yesterday, we got these stocks. I'll show you very fast, right? So can you see this list of stocks? These stocks. These were the stocks below 100 rupees, and these were the stocks above 100 rupees, and these were some more cash stocks. This came in the system, that system, which were giving some kind of signals at 9:20 in the morning, right? Exactly at 9:20. We'll share the signals by 9:20 or 25, whichever have come in the scanner for us. That might move that day. And this is what happened yesterday. This is the yesterday's result. I've not shared that in the group. NBCC came, no trade, but that was part of our list. JP Power, yeah, say super sell came, this would have given 1:3, 1:4 till here only. Then another super sell, then another sell came here, right? And again give you 1:3. Maharashtra Bank of Maharashtra, no entry. NHPC, no entry till the end. No point trading in the end, though it gave a big move up in the end, right? As per the system, because we are trading intraday, so we're not trading positional. Then Inox went. Can you see this move? This was a move in Inox went. Can you see it's touching exactly those green lines which we have told you, right? Just went up, touched the exact point, and then recovered. but by this time it is given 1:2 as per the system. TTML. See this I think gave 1:3, 1:4. Almost touched the second line, then went down, but still was above the box whole day. But if you had caught it here, you would have made 800 rupees now, 1:4. Ashok Leyland, another stock which was giving huge moves earlier. Yesterday it didn't give much, right? Might have triggered one stop loss in this. But before that, if you see earlier what was happening, no trade here, big move here. Right? So, okay, I'm getting calls from my friends. Okay, so see this move in Ashok Leyland. If you had taken an option based on this here, so generally that's why we suggest instead of buying option, either buy a out of the money option, your stop loss 10-20 paisa, right? Or sell options against the signal you are getting here. Suppose you are taken up, you have sold some puts here, right? Deep out of the money puts or a hedge put spread here, right? It would have made you money because market stayed here only all the time. There was no stop loss in that system. Okay. And ICICI Proof, let me show you this. These were yesterday's signals. So just look at yesterday. ICICI Proof gave an entry. Suppose here in the end. Yeah. Let me remove the replay. Yeah. So this is what ICICI Proof did. Entry came here. Suppose 1:1 maybe. Hindustan Petroleum, no entry. See, the price went below. But did we get a confirmation? No. Tata Steel, finally it gave a breakout here. First, yeah, this was the entry point. So approximately here, see, with the buffer, no stop loss, almost given 1:1. Okay. Petronet, no entry. PNB, no entry. It's the high, fall. Right. Entry came here in the end, I tell you, no entries after 2:30. Right. Shriram Finance gave an entry in the morning only. And whole day it was in a range and suddenly gave a jump up in the end. It worked. ITC, no entry. CDSL, yeah, CDSL gave an entry. This was a stop loss, never got triggered. 1:1 or 1:2. Varun Beverages, right? No entry. As per the system, no entry. Entry came here in the end, no trading. Then these stocks were there also, which we had not shared. I had mentioned that there are stocks. IRCON, right? IRCON, see, big move. Shipping Corporation, big move. Cochin Shipyard, big move. NetWeb, these are cash stocks again. We have to look at the liquidity also. Paradeep, Phosphates, no entry. HEG, yeah, move here, some kind of entry. Right? So GRSC, big move. So that's it. Any queries, you can always WhatsApp us. If you want to subscribe, this offer stands only today. Right? Link has already been shared. You can just go ahead or you can just UPI to the number shared, or you can just go to the link, make a payment, and we just send us your TradingView ID in the form, and it will be activated tonight only. And we'll try to provide this recording to all in the group. Let's see, by tonight only, once I get it from the team. I hope that solves all the questions for now, right? So thank you for being great audience. I hope everybody learned something, and this will help in your intraday trading, right? Any queries, last minute queries, if you have, you can just write here, and we'll see you in another webinar, maybe during the week. And good night, and trade safe and trade stealth. I've already shared my number, etc., everything. Thank you. Guys, the webinar is over, and have a great new week ahead.